Hi everyone, Hayley here from Chirk Swifts and House Martins with everything that you need to make your own swift caller or assemble one that I've given to you. First thing you need is a small amp. This one's a 2-channel amp, something that you can control the volume with, USB or an SD card slot on the front or the back. Here you can put the speaker wires in the back and a power lead there. One small speaker, obviously you can use 2 if you've got a 2-channel amp. An adapter for your power and a length of speaker wire to get from your speaker near the box to your amp near the power source. The speaker will connect to the speaker wire there and then into the back of the amp. I use a little bit of heat shrink. Your calls are on a memory stick, which will be provided if you bought one from me, or you can download them online. I can send them to you if you're making your own. A small waterproof box. These are from Toolstation. I think they're about £1.50. Drill a hole in the side. There's plenty of options there. The lugs on the side of these are quite handy because you can just put them straight onto the wall or onto the box or onto a hook. The lid comes straight off. I drill holes, obviously not very neatly, on the top, so the weather stays out but the sound comes out quite nicely. So first thing, adjust your speaker wire. This one I've already done the one side so that can go straight into the amp. You'll just have to strip the wires. So red to red, black to black. If you've got any other wire, normally the striped side is a negative, which is the black one. So pull the tab down, the red one goes in, pull the tab down again, the black one goes in. Just like so. And then you'll want to strip the wires. So obviously safety first, I'm using a kitchen knife. There are other ways to do this, but this is the way that I'm used to. So just take about 2 centimetres off, go around the outside. I'm only using a small length of speaker wire here just as a demonstration, but you'll want to make sure that you've got plenty to go from the box right to your power source there. Neaten up the wires and then find the corresponding wire on your speaker. This one, they're all from eBay. The link I can put in the description. I thread the wires through into the box and then join the speaker onto the speaker wire whilst it's on that side of the box, so it stays on that side. Repeat that process with the speaker. They're quite fine. Obviously if you've bought one from me it'll already be done for you. Pop the heat shrink on to the speaker wire. You can buy this in metre lengths from eBay, it works out quite cheap. Some people like using blocks, but whatever suits you, whatever you've got to hand. And to your budget as well. So black striped one is your negative and that's going to the black wire. Pop those two together. Pull the heat shrink over and then I use the top of a flame of a lighter. You'll be able to see it just shrink onto there. It's quite clever stuff. You could just use insulation tape, but this just gives that nice tight seal. These wires are so fine, definitely keep the speaker wire away from it because they do melt quite easily. Just thread that one round and then it's the same again. I tend to put a bit of tape on or some larger heat shrink over the top just to put those two joints together. It's also a good way of doing it if anything ever was to go wrong with a speaker. You can still get to the box and you can change it without any troubles. Give yourself some slack. To stick the speaker into the box, just key the surface with a little bit of sandpaper. And then the same on the back of the speaker, just to give it that little bit of extra. Next, undo the power lead. This will be included in your box if you bought one from me. There's loads of these available on eBay, or check the voltage of your amp. You might have one lying around, or you might be able to pick one up from somewhere locally. The lead just goes in the back, and then plug it into your nearest plug socket. Using the glue gun, put a good splodge in the one corner that you sanded. And then quickly put the speaker on the top. The wires will fold into this box quite nicely. Once your speaker's in, you can pop the lid on and it's good to go. Most important thing is to put your USB stick in the front with your calls. It's recommended to put your amp on a timer. All the information is available from Chirk Swifts and House Martins if you need to know about timings and one thing and another. You can send all that across. And there you have it.